everybody, it's me, Kiara Cheetah, back with more Harvester, and we're not doing that other thing that happened.
Who goes there?
So let's talk to him.
Steve.
Hi!
What do you want? Did the llamas send you?
And last time I chose, no, the llamas, they fear me! So I'm choosing it again.
Someone has to keep them in check. I'm glad you stopped by again. I want you to infiltrate those firemen, mister. There's a lot of art going on over there. I want to make sure they haven't turned into commie bastards. You got that? And don't come back unless you've got information for me.
Yes, sir! Bye.
Remember, duck and cover.
Will do! Alright, I just want to... Hold on. Hold on! Gotta do the things. This game is so loud! Like, I can't even... I'm having such issues actually balancing everything. Hopefully you guys can still hear the game audio. But if you can't, oops. I've been trying to figure it out. Oh wait, I think I figured out what happened. Oop. Let's see. Yay! I should be able to be heard now without blowing everybody's eardrums out. Let's go to meat plants. Because Steve's dad apparently... What is that? Why is it moving? Bloody tire tracks. Why are these... Are those a bunch of cat... What? Hi, oh. This used to be a kitty cat. Oh boy. Extremely bad selling barrels. Oh.
How's your father? Is he better?
About the same, I guess.
He's been away from work for weeks. And when I call your house, your mother won't let me talk to him.
I haven't seen him either.
This is a fine kettle of fish, I must say. Though I am glad to see you taking an interest in the business in your dad's absence.
Who are you?
Aw, Steve, I didn't want to believe that amnesia hokum.
Hey.
Now you're saying you don't remember your pal Pat O'Reilly?
Nope. Also, nice face cut thing. Alright, cats?
What's with all the cats? This a slaughterhouse or a kennel?
Yeah.
Oh, them? They eat the scraps, that's all.
What's with the
Yeah,
one?
but look at... Isn't there some kind of health department that keeps tabs on these things?
Yeah.
Are you going to work at the health department, Steve? Or here?
Here, of course.
That's good to know. Your father will be very happy if he recovers.
What do you mean?
My point
if?
was only, you shouldn't allow animals in the food processing area, right?
We don't let them get into the meat. That's unsanitary, and the health department wouldn't stand for it. There's things you don't know about the family business, but you'll learn.
That's not comforting, but meat!
Come to think of it, I don't see any cattle around here.
Yeah.
Where do you keep the animals?
Does it matter? The
Yes.
end product is all the customer cares about, Steve. And we only carry the finest meat, only the juiciest cuts.
Oh.
Once you take over the business, you'll realize the importance of maintaining quality while cutting costs. We know what we're doing here, Steve. If we didn't, would the
great.
lodge use us to cater their affairs?
Sure it's good. Can I have some meat?
Your father's very particular about the profit, Steve.
Damn.
No freebies for anyone. But seeing how you're his son, if you'll bring written permission from your father, I'll give you the meat.
Fuck yeah. Dad's illness.
What exactly is wrong with your dad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I can't get in to see him.
Cutting costs.
There are certain tricks of the trade, Steve. Once your dad gets better and you start working in here cutting up the meat, you'll be privy to them. There's
All
always
right.
cheaper, better ways to do things, if you're creative. You may come to realize that this business is not for everybody. Just ask your poor, ill dad. It takes dedication and a strong stomach.
No, really. Although that doesn't really bother me that much.
A lot of times, when I'm finished scrubbing up and digging the bits of intestine out from my fingernails,
Yeah?
I must confess I don't have much appetite for red meat. But red meat is one of the principal food groups.
Yeah.
You've got to have it. So when you can do this all day and help yourself to a juicy red steak afterwards, then by golly, you can call yourself a butcher.
I kind of want a big juicy steak right
Of
now.
course, amnesia would certainly help that, wouldn't it?
Hardy har har. Yeah, I have amnesia.
Look, I'm not kidding about the amnesia. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well,
there
you
dick
always
holes?
were such a kidder, Steve.
Funny how that's beginning to sound like a stock answer.
Alright.
Like it was coached.
Dun dun dun.
You sure are acting like a kidder, son. With your dad ill, you're gonna need to start behaving like an adult. Especially if you're gonna take over the family business.
Alrighty. Any more about
What
dads?
exactly?
I don't...
Nope. Okay. Bye.
Don't be such a stranger, Steve. And my best to your dad.
Alright. I don't like this place very much. I'm leaving now. Bye. Anyhow. Yeah, no, this is a weird place. Let's go to the school. Even the little itty bit that I played before, I never, came here, so. Who's that? Principal Harold.
Steve, good
Hey!
of you to drop by, big guy. Haven't seen you since graduation. A lot of changes, I hear.
Tons.
You could say that.
Good, good. That's a nice part of my job. Turning fine young men and women out into the world, and then watching them prosper. Of course, I was able to reach more people at the old Sentinel, God bless her. But then again, I never got to see the results of my work up close before.
Who are you?
You know very well I'm Mr. Harold, principal of Gain Memorial. Steve, I've heard about this amnesia nonsense. I had hoped you'd be in the lodge by now, fine young fellow like yourself. But now, I think maybe you need a little more quality time.
Quality time? Sentinel?
Boy, I sure miss the old newspaper. The sheriff never did investigate that fire properly. Call it a newspaper man's instinct. Though I can't imagine why Sheriff Dwayne would cover up anything. I mean, the only ones who stood to profit from the newspaper going out of business was the owner of the TV station. And Mr. McKnight had an airtight alibi.
Damn.
Still, if not for the fire, I never would have wound up as principal of Gein Memorial.
Alright, so Gein Memorial.
Gein Memorial. Sounds like a cemetery or a hospital, not a school.
Yeah.
This institution was named for a great man, whose first name escapes me. He epitomized the great potential within us all, big guy. I hear there's an honorary plaque commemorating him within the lodge.
Alright. Lodge.
Big guy, barring some quality time, the greatest gift I can bestow upon you as your former principal is a word of advice. Join the Order of the Harvest Moon at any cost. Within the lodge lies your future, and without dust.
Every time they say Order of the Harvest Moon, I just think of the game, and I'm like, wow, there's just an order dedicated to the game, and then I'm like, wait a minute. My brain's a little gone.
Why
anyway,
do you keep
big
calling
guy.
me big guy?
Seriously.
A sign of respect, lad.
Oh.
As principal, my station is higher than yours now, but you never know what the future holds, so you should always hedge your bets
I see.
and pay tribute to your inferiors. You never know who will come to power, or who, even now, wields it behind the scenes. For all I know, you might already be a member of the Order, with access to the lodge. If that were the case, you'd be my superior, and I'd be all that much better off having shown you respect and spent some quality time with you.
Actually, that's pretty smart. Okay, quality
What
time.
do you mean, quality time?
Some, like Miss Whaley, favor stern discipline, corporal punishment, as a means of socialization. Myself, I temper discipline with love. Quality time can be such a warm, sharing experience. After just a few sessions, you'd stop this amnesia nonsense and become a productive member of society and a fit candidate for the lodge.
Amnesia.
You turned out pretty good, except for that amnesia nonsense.
It's not my fault.
It's not nonsense.
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve. Maybe you need a little straightening out. Oh, the things I could do to you. You'd be a much finer young man with just a little quality time.
The more you say quality time, the more I do not want quality time with you. Principal.
Surely mine is the most important position in Harvest. The ability to mold young minds. That's power. You might think Sheriff Dwayne's the most important man here, big guy. But he only deals with my failures. When I do my job right, the sheriff never sees a thing.
True. Alright, bye.
Drop in again soon.
Will do.
Adult education is a wonderful thing, as is adult quality time.
Please stop saying quality time. You're making my back want to just crawl. Anyway. Looks like the bake sale will be held here. A glass-protected fire alarm. Lockers are riddled with inexplicable stains and dents. That's all in order. Bulletin board riddled with staples. Yeah. Drinking fountain doesn't work. Also normal. Door is locked to the broom closet. We probably need to get in there at some point. And yeah. A distasteful amalgam of chewed gum, mangled love notes, broken ballpoints using blue ink, and wadded Kleenex. Yeah, that's normal. Oh, is that Miss Whaley? It's Mrs. Whaley.
My goodness, class, this is Stephen. He used to be a student here at Gein Memorial. Say hello, class. They're reticent. The educator's gravest problem today is the apathy of the students.
What's wrong with their heads?
I can tell you in one word, Stephen. Discipline. Thank goodness you weren't a sulky bear. You were always a smiley bear.
Then you remember me?
Not as such. So many pupils, Stephen. They come and they go. But I can always spot those who were nice boys. You can tell from the forehead. The lobes, right, class? I'm glad you stopped by, Stephen. Would you care to say a few words to the class about civic responsibility?
Not really.
Yeah.
I was just passing through.
Oh, but you must, Stephen. A positive role model might be just the thing to inspire these little monsters. Stephen, have you any questions for me? Or shall I continue with class?
Okay, anyhow. Also, I like how it ends at J. And then, I don't know, these kids all look kinda... Yeah, yes I
Ask
do!
away then.
Corporal
We
punishment.
don't practice corporal punishment here. I've never believed in that old adage, spare the rod and spoil the child. A rod is too thin, but a baseball bat, that bridges the generation gap quite nicely.
Oh, jeez!
Oh dear, Colonel Monroe is conducting another air raid drill. Everyone into the hallway, quick!
Ah, shit.
If an A-bomb hits, what good is it gonna do to duck and cover?
Kid, you better... Nope. Oh, jeez.
My stars, that was exciting.
What the hell, lady? Okay, Miss Whaley. That's whatever. The harvest.
Can you tell me anything about Harvest?
Oh, jeez.
Harvest was founded by the Order of the Harvest Moon about 100 years ago.
For what purpose?
Why, I'm sure you'd have to ask them. You'll find the members of the Order at the lodge.
Lodge?
This lodge. What do you know about it?
The building itself, like Harvest, was constructed with a specific purpose in mind. That noble intent is known only to those within the Order. You're at about the right age to join them, Stephen, and you will do so if you care about your future.
Alright,
Stop
bye.
by any time, Stephen.
Okay. Let's examine the students. The children look stunned and zombified. Oh my. Can you blame them? Just. Even the paper cutouts look stunned and zombified. Oh, jeez. Alright. A projector carefully engineered to sound good when played underwater. Alright, I'm leaving. Running away! Quickly, now! How do I get out of here? There it is. Pixel hunting. That was strange. I'm gonna go near the TV station, and then I'm gonna end this episode here. Hi, people. Anyhow, this has been Kiara Cheetah with Harvester and baseball bats and shit. So yay! Bye, guys!